That been here for almost 4 years now on US soil and started really to look into the market late 2014, which was at a point in time where we as a company has really secured our, you can say, offshore wind pipeline out to 2020, which was entirely focused on Northwest Europe. It was really UK, Germany, Denmark, France, a few other places. And we could see basically that the costs were coming rapidly down. We could see there would be other markets outside our little home turf or footprint that could actually benefit from offshore wind. So that took me out first to APAC, Asia, and then also to the east coast of the US. And pretty quickly we could see that the market fundamentals were pretty good for offshore wind. Looked into the wind speed, the water depths, but also you could say the retirements that are taking place of coal and gas and nuclear power plants, and that needed to be replaced with something that is also very reliable. And offshore wind is obviously intermittent because it's wind, but it's the most reliable resource of renewables you have because you can put them out far offshore where the wind is greater than onshore, and you can deploy bigger turbines. So back to I think early 15, we went to our board and basically said we want to set up shop in the US. We think there's a great market here, and so we did. Out of Boston, secured a lease in the federal lease auction off the coast of Massachusetts, south of Martha's Vineyard. And then I think 6 months later, we participated in the federal lease auction also for the leases down in New Jersey, and we also secured our spot, off the coast of Atlantic City. So that's a little bit the background. And since then, I would also say that going 3-4 years back, there was no market for offshore wind really. You had Cape Wind who suck out all the air in the room basically, and that has basically come to a stop just before Christmas of 14. So we went in at a point in time where this was kind of a dead market. And over the first couple of the a year to 2 years, we were spending a lot of time also with other industry participants in coming out, educating, I would say, about what this industry can do. And that led to first Massachusetts basically signing 1,600 megawatt into an energy bill. We then saw a shift in governor in New Jersey. We saw Governor Murphy coming in, obviously with experience from Europe, being ambassador in Germany, and see how well offshore wind has done there. And then suddenly the 3.5 gigawatt of offshore wind were basically activated in New Jersey. So since then, a lot of states have also followed, like New York and others. And just to sort of wrap up my first comment here, now we can see that market we've been waiting for. We can see the volume and the pipeline between Massachusetts, probably in the north, and down to Virginia, South Carolina, of 10 plus gigawatts. And that's good enough also to now establish the local supply chain and boost the local economies. Now back to New Jersey. Obviously, we are very, very excited by our utility scale project here, where we can basically deploy the latest and greatest technology. It's obviously relatively far out in the water, so you capture the great wind speeds, you avoid the visual impact, and not far further away that you still also have a decent, you could say, transmission line. Because there's always a trade-off. You don't want to build them, out in the Azores. That would be too far away. But there's a trade-off between getting far enough away where you capture the wind speeds and you don't have, don't get me wrong, but NIMBYism or the visual impact issues that we've seen early on for other projects like Cape Wind. I guess I'll stop there just for a start.
Can you share